starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther, let's go now. Part 7, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Back all the way, trap 60, trap 60.
Milton. And incomplete to open things up. Look at this defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
60 Maverick, 79 Broncos, 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Riggs, Riggs.
Now Milton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Let's go. Ready, ready?
Robinson is in for a touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. Their own 20-yard line.
Dragon 60. Ready, ready? 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on. Viking 18. Hey, smash. Warrior 70.
Here's Milton. That's complete. Luther Burden. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The Cowboys have 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
They go again with Blue. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
I hope you're giving enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Ready, go!
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Check.
They'll try fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. So much. The mic.
Ready,
Blue will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10. Their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
To throw is Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Look at this Cowboy defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
19 light. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Daniels. target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 22
A good pick up there, a 22.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Again, it's Robinson. Looks right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Throwing now is Daniels. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go straight.
In motion, the tight end.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played, figure it out both ways, and try to find a way to win.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
18, Robert, 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check, 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 check. Warrior 70, rig alert, rig alert. Dragon 60.
To throw, it's Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanchez. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go, shot. 60 boxes, 60 boxes, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cup 19, Cup 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Milton now to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's good.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Auburn now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14. Thunderbirds 7.
So after the touchdown, Auburn now to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The 22-yard line.
And give him 4 yards. Here it'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Okay, ready? Tag, go.
Now Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Thunderbirds.
Get it. Viking 18.
1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Cougar 19. 19 lights. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Riggs. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
A gain of 9 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Rig alert. Rig alert.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Down inside the 40.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Ready.
Robinson with another carry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ready. Set.
Second and 5.
Hey, roll. Bronco 80.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
19 tight. Go street. 18, Pioneer.
Daniels from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Buffalo 18. Come on. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Daniels. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Get up.
On 1st down, it's Sanchez. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. 79. Mustang, Mustang. Hurt.
To throw is Milton. He finds his man complete. That's Sanchez. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Cowboys 21. Thunderbirds 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right in the
travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, they bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down.
Ready! 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Got it. Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Viking, 18.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Trap 50. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Back to throw again. Sets up the screen to Robinson. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Come on, come on. Hey, come back, 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
The final shot before break. Daniels. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
How about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of serving a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
in the walk ready to kick off for the Cowboys.
So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Second and 12.
Unlock right.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Ready, Rick 19, Charger, 19, Warrior, 70. Panther 11.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
It's a gain of 20.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 60, 18, right in.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in the area. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's second and 10.
19,
Back to throw. Daniels. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19. Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
First down, here's Scalabrine. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in the game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds have cut it back within a score. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to
push it on the carpet. It's out. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
18, Robert, 18. Come on. Set. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60.
Throwing is Milton. And it's throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Check smash. 7 Pirates, 60 Bobcats. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Milton. And the throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines, feel pretty good about themselves, and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here we go. Viking 8, Riggs. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Third. Go.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Check. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Thunderbirds.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Here we go. Set.
Hand off now to Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd and 1 now from the 21.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete to Smith-Njigba. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba from 21 yards away. And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return, Walker. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to maneuver. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Cowboys, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Let's go now.
Give up the middle, Scatterbury. And he powers his way up past the 30. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go street. 60 Bobcat, trap 60, trap 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And they find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
First and 10.
Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. An inside run with Scatterbury. Able to fight through one tackle. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Scatterbury. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Bronco switch. Here we go. Stop. Ready.
On to give. Here's Robinson. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Hold it ready. Hey, get up. Check, Panther. Smash. Read it. Roll. Check off.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 more on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Ready. Hut.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Showing the power. And some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Now Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready.
Now again, right side. Randolph. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Come on. Set. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. Street. Cup 19. 60 Bobcats.
Here's Milton. He's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Chop 60, chop 60. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Milton. He's got Pickens complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a handoff up the middle. Randolph. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about the clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0
Here's second and a yard.
Ready, ready. Hawk 70, Hawk. Hey, hey, check that, check that. Go.
Up the middle they go. Sanchez. And we'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's first down.
Hey, let go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanchez. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Okay, break.
Second down and a yard.
Ready. Cougar, alert, alert.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sanchez. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. On third down, it's Sanchez. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Dallas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Toronto, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.